We won, but like at what cost is what it's like. You know what I mean? We won, but at what cost? Every time I always think, thank God. No, because tell me why. Tell me why I waited like 2 weeks or 2.5 weeks. It felt like 3.5 years for this international break to end just to watch football like that. Do you know what I mean? Like, listen, Vinny's goal was really nice. Mbappe's goal was insane. But like, the defense, chat? The thing is, like, I said this a while ago about PSG is like, you can have all the players, but if you can't figure out a system or a formation to make them compatible on the pitch, then it is pointless. It's pointless. Do you know what I mean? No, the thing is though, the thing for me is like, we have some of the best players in each position in the world, like in football. Yet somehow, like, there were moments that I was like, wow, like there were a few times in the first half, Mbappe was really deep, like deeper than I've ever seen Mbappe play. Vinny, same thing, was deeper, like defending, like carrying the ball in transition out like from the back. And I was like, okay, this is new, this is good. We tried this whatever back three situation. Lucas Vasquez on set pieces is a topic for a different day. They're fine, whatever. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. And you know what? People are gonna say like, oh, Mbappe's not playing in his position, Mbappe. Even if he played on the, like, I feel like our attackers are just so isolated because whatever's happening between our defensive line and our offensive line, like somewhere in that midfield, is just not, well, today defensively too was a disaster class, but like, do you know what I'm saying? How many times do we have to watch Courtois save our ass over and over and over? I'm not kidding. If we didn't have Thibaut Courtois, who, by the way, this is his first season back after a full season out after an ACL injury. Thibaut Courtois is the best goalkeeper in the world. But like, if we didn't have Courtois, you guys, we would be like at least, what, 7th? The amount of times where it's like kickoff, 2 minutes, huge save from Courtois. Like today also, that like little like save with his foot at the beginning of the match. There were like the same dude, what was his name? Willie, whoever, had at least 2 chances. We should have been like 2-0 down probably. Yeah, him. We should have been down already if it wasn't for Courtois. You know what I mean? But here's the thing about Fede Valverde. Listen, we need to thank, I don't know if it was Lopetegui or if it was Solari, but we need to thank one of them for giving him minutes. And then we need to thank Zidane for continuing his minutes. And then we need to thank that red card that he got in the it was a Supercopa, right? Against Atletico Madrid. Ever since then, I was like, this guy's different. Like, this guy, you know what? Can I say something? At the beginning of the season, if you ask me, like, who's your favorite Madrid player? I'd be like, oh, damn, it's hard. Like, we have Vinny, we have Rodrigo, Mbappe, Camavinga, I really like, Militao, Carvajal, like, Modric, of course, Bellingham. But I've made my decision, and my decision is that Fede Valverde is my favorite Real Madrid player at the moment. I hope, because goddamn, we need something. Chat, we're parte Mexico away from like, from Conference League. You know, like, we're a parte Guatemala away from Conference League. What they always do, right? Like, I feel like Ancelotti, Real Madrid, anyone, Paris, like, no one's gonna come out and say, yeah, we're signing, you know, until we do, basically. No, we need something. For sure, we need something. Lucas Vazquez, I don't think had a terrible match. I don't think he had a terrible match, to be honest. I think that there were some moments where he just was overtook. But I think with the armband, the only thing is, like, I know Modric didn't start, but I just feel like there are better people on set pieces. The logic there is that he's probably, like, pretty decent at set pieces, or else they wouldn't put him on set pieces. And he's so small. He's so small that, like, he's probably, like, kind of irrelevant, maybe for an odd rebound, but to get a header, to be an aerial threat in the box on a set piece, I don't think is super beneficial for him to be there. Do you know what I mean? Militao, listen, the defensive line, I kind of liked this 3-back situation. I have two statements. I feel like this 5-back, it was like we were 3 at the back in offense, 5 at the back in defense, more or less. But I think it could work really well, and it could give us some of that creativity that we were lacking in midfield. Having those fullbacks, like, as soon as we're in possession and we're countering, they're gone kind of situation. Do you know what I mean? So the fullbacks even more involved, because typically when we counter, they always overlap. Carvajal's always overlapping. Mendy tries, but the overlap usually happens on Carvajal's side. But I'm not mad at, like, that extra involvement more often in attack. When we get countered, though, it's like they completely forget how to defend. You know what I mean? And it makes sense because I like too many, like, let's say when we're defending and Vazquez and Fran Garcia, or Vazquez and Mendy, or Vazquez and whoever drop, Tchouaméni can almost push up a little bit into that space just above that back line. We just kind of have, like, that extra body at the back, and I don't hate that, but it has to work. And today, the defending was abysmal, you know? I agree, Hendy. I think Trent is probably inevitable. No, I'm a bit concerned. I'm a bit concerned with the Clasico, to be honest. I am. Rudiger, like, I don't think he had a great game, but I still think that he's, like, our most consistent player. Like, Rudiger always kind of saves our, like, after Courtois and Fede, I feel like Rudiger is a player that's not talked about enough, and his involvement, like, he wasn't incredible today, but... And then the subs, chat. Can we talk about the subs? Listen, Modric, when he came on, he made an instant impact, and I'm happy for that. I'm grateful for that, of course. And I'm not mad at Fede Valverde getting minutes, or getting rested. I'm not. That's like, I could be wrong, but that could be, hi Gabe. I could be wrong, chat, but that could be his first rest in, like, 2 years. You know what I mean? I do think, though, that, I don't know. To take him off in the 60th minute, like, just don't start it. I don't know. We didn't have an insane lead. We almost lost it at the end, where there was just some, like, jumble panic. I'm on the fence because I'm like, yes, he needs to rest. He's a human being. He just got back from Uruguay probably like a couple days ago, or yesterday, or the day before, you know? So he's tired, he's traveled far, like, he needs to be rested for the Clasico. I get it. But just, there are substitutions I didn't expect. Camavinga, again, same thing, is probably being rested for the Clasico, but I think Camavinga being back is one of our most creative midfield assets. Now that he's back, he's defensive, he's aggressive, he's fast, he can dribble, he can distribute, he can break lines. I just think that 60th minute, it worked, listen, it worked. But even then, why didn't Arda get minutes? I would love to see Arda against Barcelona. We played Dortmund before we played Barcelona, but that could be two. There's two. You guys, our fixtures in the next like 2, 3, 4 weeks. Insane. Literally insane. Semi-general center back and then Madrid attack. Yeah. Handy. No, the thing is, you guys are absolutely right. If we play like this, like somehow against Barcelona, we either like come out on top and destroy or get destroyed. Like there's no in between. You know what I mean? There's no like close game where it's 1-1. Never. Barcelona can play like shit for the entire year, and then when there's a Clasico, it's like, boom. Barca play Bayern. That's good for us. Barca playing Bayern before they play us is good for us, because likely they'll lose. I hope they lose. Anyways, yeah. When's Raheem back? Yeah, to be honest, it's not good for us. Dortmund for us at the moment. All I'm hoping is that they can find their Champions League mojo and somehow get some confidence from that game. I don't know how we do it, but somehow we like wake up and come alive during Champions League matches, and I'm hoping that will give us confidence going into Clasico. And then, yeah. Pencil, what's up? The other thing is, I don't know when Brahim's back, but Arda, like, listen, I think Ceballos does get disrespected a little bit. I rate him. People should rate him more than they do, because I think that he contributes a lot more than people think he contributes. But I think Arda, do you think, what's more important for us in this moment, do you think? Our match against Dortmund on Tuesday or a Clasico? I would say, call me crazy, I would say Clasico. I don't think, maybe that's not even an unpopular opinion. I don't think that's an unpopular opinion. Like, the league is kind of at the moment. It's a Clasico, and then like we're in a good spot in the Champions League. It's Real Madrid in the Champions League, and also like with the new format in groups, there's not as much pressure as there would be in previous years. Do you know what I mean? What's up, Venom? Costco. Yeah. You think so? I don't know if Arda. Like, I agree. I agree that alone would do him well because he would play. So, like, as a footballer to get minutes, yes. But I think as young as he is, as a 17, is he 17? I think he's 17. A 17-year-old football, let me just confirm, he's 17 or 18. Oh, he's 19. As a 19-year-old footballer, like as a 19-year-old kid that's just come to a club the season before, like he's had one season at Real Madrid, he's already playing significantly more this season. He's already impacted the season in the last 2 seasons. And like, I think there is a possibility. I don't know. I think Mbappe and Vinny are like non-negotiable. They're players like any strikers that come to Real Madrid, you're playing backup to one of them. Any left wings that come to Real Madrid, you're a rotation player. You know what I mean? You're a fringe player. But the right, I'm not 100% sure what's gonna happen there. I love Rodrigo. I love Rodrigo, and I really hope to see him do well. There's no secret that he's better on the left, significantly. But I think that we could see one of two things. I think we could see a competition between one of the three. Brahim, if Brahim keeps that form, same with Arda. Brahim, Arda, and Rodrigo. I think the three of them could compete for a spot on the right side. Or in the next year or two or three, I could see Rodrigo leaving. Especially if there ends up being competition for that spot. Like, Rodrigo hasn't quite, last year he played a lot more. His first couple of years, like, same thing, he was a rotation player, and even this season, like, you know, Vinny, Mbappe, Jude, Fede, those are probably like the first names on the team sheet, but Rodrigo's not always, he's not always there. So that's why I think, and then for in Arda's case, for example, he's 19. He has all the time in the world to like wait for his moment. You know what I mean? Like, if he was 27 and he was like playing at the level that he is and whatever, that would be different. But I think he's already got his like monumental move to Real Madrid. He's already proven that he can play at that level and impact the squad and impact these like big matches, Champions League, La Liga, whatever. And he's playing a significant amount of minutes in the last two seasons. This season more than last season. So I think in his case, like, would a long spell do him well as a player who wants to play football? Yes. Do I think he needs it? Do I think it'll happen? Probably not. Would I if I was in his case? I don't know. Anything can happen on loans. Like, you can go and you can improve and then you can come back. Like, Brahim, for example. But, you can come back better. Or you can go and get injured, or you can go and play a completely different system or a completely different team and just not like flourish as much as you want to, and then just like lose your chance altogether. So for me, if I was him, I would probably stay. Good player. I don't know, Marcus, we're pretty bad. This is what I'm saying, Venom. I agree. Yeah, William, I agree. Fede is good at everything. Fede Valverde is good at everything that he does. Yeah, Scarred, I agree. We don't have an easy fixture list literally until like probably February. And even then, it's insane. Not only do we play every 2 or 3 or 4 days, but we play like in the next 3 weeks, you guys. It's like Dortmund on Tuesday, then on Saturday is Clasico. Then we play, I don't know, Girona, Getafe, something, I don't know. Then we play Milan, then we play Liverpool, then we play, you know what I mean? Like, it's definitely not easy. That's the other thing, Ricky, I agree. Arda is young enough too, especially, I don't know how much longer Ancelotti will be there, but not necessarily, even under a different manager, because maybe a manager sees something in him that Ancelotti doesn't, or blah, blah, blah. But he's so adaptable, and already, like, he was a right winger, and now he's playing more of a central role sometimes, you know? But we saw the same with Rodrigo. Like, Rodrigo, this is the thing I always say. This brings me to the point that I always make about Real Madrid and how it's both a blessing and a curse that our players are so versatile. You know what I mean? There's a reason why, like, Real Madrid does such good business. There's a reason why we have so much money to blah, 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 whatever. There's a reason why Florentino Perez is a mastermind. And sometimes it works. Like, Camavinga being able to do everything, to be the goalposts if he wants to be, is amazing until it's not. You know what I mean? It's amazing until, like, now we don't have any defenders. Tchouameni too. Like, he can play center back and DM and CM, but, like, our defenders one more defender gets injured, Tchouameni's playing there for the rest of the season, and then we lose that DM, and who do we have really to replace there? Camavinga, but I like to see Camavinga in more of an attacking role than a defensive role. Do you know what I mean? Same thing, like if Fran Garcia and Mendy both, knock on wood, God forbid, get injured, Camavinga will probably play left wing, but then again, we lose that player in midfield. So like, to an extent, to cover an injury that's a few weeks, a knock, it's amazing that all of our players are so versatile, but like, in long term, it's not sustainable. Do you know what I mean? And also, that kind of thing happened with Rodrigo over the last, like, since he came to Real Madrid. He came after Vinny, so Vinny solidified that left wing spot. Rodrigo came after, so he was going to play on the right. Fine. He was always rotated. He never fully, like, got a full season to get his minutes in, to be consistent, to become, like, to get in form. And then when he did start, he was starting at right wing, he was starting at center forward, he was starting as like a 10, he was starting sometimes on the left. Do you know what I mean? So like, being rotated that much and then starting and not starting, or playing some minutes and then not playing minutes at all the next game, like, that's not helpful for footballers to like find their form, find their consistency, and like mesh with the system, with the other players on the pitch. You know what I'm saying? So for that reason, I could see him leave. Out of everyone in attack and midfield, he would be the one that I would say would probably leave soonest. I agree. I think Rodrigo's crucial, and I would love to see him stay. I would love to see him flourish in a role that he can. It's just not happening. Like, when he does start, and I don't think it's entirely his fault. Like, I think it's the fault of Ancelotti sometimes as well. Just not, like, for me, our starting front line should be Vinny, Mbappe, Rodrigo, period. You know? But it's not. It's not always. Sometimes, and it's often not, like today. Arda didn't start, Raheem's injured. There's no reason why Rodrigo shouldn't have started. I understand that we played a different formation, we played with wing backs, whatever. But, you know? Ooh, you know what, Scar? That's not a bad idea. That's not a bad idea. That's actually not a bad idea. I think they're both very good. Hi, Aqua. He will be more. Yeah, I agree. I think Arda just has the skill, has the technical ability to play anywhere up top. Hi, babe. Hi, Wardy. No, I haven't. I haven't played Champs yet. I'm scared. I'm about to. Anyway, chat, I digress. I don't know what's gonna happen. I'm getting like 2020, 2021 vibes again with all of our injuries. Like I said, we're Bartemeco away from like our entire season imploding. Especially we're defensive Bartemeco away from our entire season imploding. Because what happens then? What happens if Lucas Vasquez gets injured? Fede, cool. Then we lose Fede's presence, which is extremely important in midfield. What happens if Militao gets injured? Who do we play with? Tchouameni, okay. Then what if Camavinga's injured again? Who do we play with? Defensive. Center back. Literally Jesus Vallejo. You know? Like, where did you finish, Wardy? GG, Aqua. No, FIFA tonight, babe. Chat, I have news for you, by the way. I have a surprise. There's someone I want you to meet. No, we're actually fucked. We're already fucked. We're already fucked. Like, COC, we need to sign someone in the winter, but guess what? We probably won't. Guess what? We probably won't. And then, like, with how the season's going, with the schedule that we have, with, like, just the luck that we're having this season, like, there will be other injuries, and we'll be fucked. No, this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying, you guys. If Fede Valverde or Antonio Rudiger get injured, or Tibor, no, because Lunin, I appreciate Lunin too. We are literally, it's done. It's over. We need a right back. We need a center back. Like, we need a center back. We need a right back that can start, because guess what? Carvajal, like, didn't just tear his ACL. Like, he damaged his entire knee. The poor guy, did you see the picture today? You guys, the poor guy's in a full leg cast. Full. Like, he comes back, he's 30, how old am I? 32. You know, he's not a young fullback anymore. And then to recover, he's in a year, he's gonna be 33. And then to come back at 33 after an extensive injury like that, you know, like, is he ever starting for us again? It's really sad, but I doubt it. Because he leads, it's insane, Scarred. The way he leads the back line, literally Rudiger, like, and he has everything. Like, he's so, for me, he's almost completely complete. Like, he's an aerial threat. He has insane, like, his passing arsenal is just, his accuracy, his long balls, his, like, building out from the back, the way that he absorbs pressure, he's insane. His aggressiveness, his pace, like, his explosiveness, he's unbelievable. Because something rather than leaving for nothing. Facts, Hendy, facts. That's what I mean. Like, it'll be lucky if he... Look at Alaba. Look at Alaba, for example. I think they anticipated Alaba coming back sooner as well, which to me is also a big loss. Like, I really rate Alaba. I think, yes, he's a bit slower than he used to be, but his football IQ is, like, next level. Hands off. He's definitely not... Yeah, I agree. Now, I do think Trent leaves Liverpool. I think there's certain clubs in the world... I think if it was anyone else, I think if it was, like, City, Arsenal, and, like, another top 6... in the Prem that came from him, for sure he's not leaving. But you guys, when Real Madrid, like, comes looking for you, it's very rare that you turn them down. Period, Scarred. I agree with you. Listen, I said this last year, the year before. Fresneda was at, where was he? Valladolid, no? Or Vallecano. I think it was at Valladolid. And I said this, it's perfect. It would be perfect because A, we need to sign Spanish players. We have like 3 left. We have Vallejo, we have Carvajal, we have Lucas Vazquez, and Ceballos. And then like the Castilla players that get 1 minute in preseason and that's it, you know? So he's Spanish, he's young, he's big. I think that would have been a perfect signing. Way longer. I think Trent leaves, and I do think Trent would work at Real Madrid. We've always had, like, for 2 things. Number 1, I think that, again, he could be converted into, like, more of a midfield role at Real Madrid. Do I think he will? No, we already are we're pretty stacked at midfield. I do think, however, that historically Real Madrid have played with attacking fullbacks. And I think that that could really work for him in that role, especially like if we continue this, whatever we did today, this 5-back, 3-back, wing-back situation, then for sure. Like for sure. And call me crazy if Xabi Alonso comes. That's another option. Xabi Alonso coming, he could bring Frimpong. But I don't know. I digress. Literally, yeah, William, he's not playing against us at Dortmund either. Salah, Trent, and BBD. I think Trent goes. I can't see Virgil going. I don't know if I can see Virgil going because I don't think there's any top clubs that are looking for like we are looking for a center back, but I don't think really anyone's replacing. Maybe Militao, but like Rudiger for sure no. I think that's pretty set. So I think we'd be better off signing like a backup center back and a starting right back. DeMarco, yeah. Like Verts, for example, like I'm not sure we fully need. I think he would be great. I think, especially if he comes with Xabi Alonso. Frimpong would work more. He'd have to convert a little more to a fullback instead of a right back, unless we adapt. If Xabi Alonso comes, but yeah, maybe he does, Aqua. But the thing about low blocks is that Trent will adapt to playing against low blocks in La Liga pretty damn quick when every single fucking match day is a low block. Yeah, I agree. I don't see Virgil moving. I don't see. He's one of the best. He starts. Is he their captain? He's their captain. Yeah. So. Yeah, that's what I mean. I don't think we need. I think we should stop focusing on attack and start focusing on defense. Literally just defense. Literally the entire back line replace. No, don't replace it all. Sign them all. I do want Davies. I'm not fully like against Mendy. I'm not, to be honest with you. I think sometimes he can have shockers, but defensively he's very strong. And I think Davies isn't quite as strong defensively, but way clear offensively. Yeah, Bastoni would be very good for Real Madrid. I agree. No, but what she said is true. And sometimes with just footballers in general, like, people underestimate the role of players off the ball. You know, if they're not like scoring or making like game-saving clearances or like just being even a solid defender, then like people don't really talk about them. Do you know what I mean? But the way that she analyzed Bastoni was spot on. Anyways, chat, I digress. Hi, Dawn. Did I say hi? Exactly. Well said. People don't look at the intangibles of the game. They just look at the tangibles, goals, assists, whatever. That's why, chat, like all these like transfer market, foot mob, like stats people, like you look at the stats and you see like, okay, Luka Modric, like no goals, no assists, but like Toni Kroos, same thing, but you don't actually see like what he has contributed for 90 fucking minutes over and over and over and over. Do you know what I mean? Listen, I would love Theo back. I would love Hakimi back. I would take any of that. Serie A as a league. Literally every other league that's not the Premier League doesn't get hyped. It's annoying. That's what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. Mendy offensively, he's fast, and that's like kind of it. But defensively, yeah, one-on-one, agreed. And then he turns sometimes into Furlan Zidane. Oh my God, I don't have. Babe. He dribbles like the ball's taking time out. It literally, William. Exactly that. Exactly. Sometimes he has a shocker and he makes like a ridiculous mistake, and then sometimes he primes it in. That would be really good for you, Aqua. Facts. Facts, card. Facts. Yo, preseason Mendy will be the death of me. Literally. Preseason Mendy will be the death of me.